For those of you who don't know, back in the day, there used to be a type of content called Day in the Life of Eating in the shitness industry. And if you wanted to make it on social media, you had to film about 67 of them before you actually got any attention. And this has to be the worst full day of eating I have ever seen in my entire life. We got a new video by Mike Israetel.
What up, fellas? Full day of eating. I am coming out of my bedroom. It is the morning. A big day of eating and training ahead. I'm going to show you guys how to do a few things.
Keep that in mind. Big day of training and eating ahead.
One is organize your day for eating and how I do.
Some 16-year-old on TRT is taking notes right now. Yeah, open up your favorite RP hypertrophy app or macro factor.
Two is using the RP diet coach to help you. And three is how to live in an apartment. And
try to micromanage and optimize every single human experience so that you too can lose your spark in life.
Everything is white. Am I in an insane asylum? Let's find out.
Hell yeah. We're starting off the day strong with some pills and powders.
I start pretty much every morning out with supplements. Creatine, NMN, and CBD gummies to manage the side effects on the brain from taking special sports.
Yo, this guy needs to be in a straitjacket, a padded room. This is not ideal.
Will not be shown in this video for illegal reasons. And then I have one of these. I make 3 of these at a time, so I get 21 days of supplements. I got all kinds of stuff in here, but
my conspiracy theory, and some of you may disagree with me on this, but I stand firm with my conviction. I think creatine is a psyop. Back in the day, it used to be 5 grams. Now everyone's like, oh, dude, you're not taking 72 grams of creatine every 3 hours. Dude, did you hear that it's neuroprotective? It literally makes you smarter. It just makes you hold on to more water. You just get fat.
Fish oils and stuff, blood pressure medications, metformin.
I've had friends that have taken it and they've just been like, dude, I cannot tell the difference. I think I'm being scammed. Metformin, isn't that a diabetes medication? That was in the Epstein files. Peter Attia talks of this. It helps control blood sugar levels. Why? It's important to note that bodybuilders are ahead of the curve in terms of min-maxing muscle gain and fat reduction. But why is he taking metformin if he's not diabetic?
Things like that, enhanced folks use to stay alive slightly longer.
There's also a trend of people microdosing GLP-1s. We're just headed towards a sick, dark world path, end game.
To make better gains. So all I do is I take all these supplements in the morning and then I go and do bathroom things. After that, I will be making my workout shake because I don't actually eat anything in the morning first thing. I make my workout shake after I take my supplements and then I drive over to the gym.
That's perfectly healthy. Who needs real food, am I right?
To go train. That workout shake I will consume during the gym, a little bit after, and then my first actual human food meal is going to be after the gym. So, yep, I train sort of fasted, even though I do start sipping my shake right when the workout.
Training fasted is not optimal. You can get away with it if you're like going out for a jog and maybe you had a huge meal the night before. But in terms of performance, body needs fuel. I will die on this hill as well.
Next up, we will make a workout shake together and I will take it and go train. This isn't always the protein I use. Sometimes I use it pretty good. I'd recommend in most cases.
So he's about to combine fudge brownie protein powder, Gatorade powder, and 0 sugar element. Let that sink in for a second. Now, I would shit on the 0 sugar element in the first place because glucose helps co-transport the sodium and potassium into your blood faster in your stomach, but he is adding Gatorade powder, which I guess would have the same effect. But if you're going to take a hydration sachet, like liquid IV, element, etc., first of all, like unless you're doing high intensity training and endurance stuff, like you're not gonna be dehydrated. Like this is just, everyone knows that if you're going to min-max something, it has to be your sleep. Which is why today's video is sponsored by Helix. Some of you may know that I just recovered from the worst illness I've ever had in my entire life. For me, Helix is not just any bed. It's a tool that I use in my never-ending health and wellness journey to make sure that I'm functioning at my best. Getting quality sleep when you're sick, run down, or even sore from a workout is the single most important habit in your routine. And that's because my Helix allows me to fall into a deep, restful sleep so that I'm actively repairing my body and mind. This year especially, I'm trying to break old habits that limit my potential, and it all starts with a good night's rest. The Helix lineup includes over 20 unique mattresses to choose from, as well as a new line of mattress toppers. They have a sleep solution for just about everyone. Helix also has a sleep quiz that helps match your unique body type to your sleeping preferences. This way you can find the perfect mattress for you. I like to sleep on my side and stomach, and I prefer a medium mattress feel. And I also want the best of the best, which is why I was matched with the Midnight Elite. Your Helix will come rolled in a box, and it's super easy to set up for yourself. In fact, it took me just under 5 minutes to carry it up the stairs and watch my new bed spring to life. I love my Helix, and I think you would too. The new year is a perfect time to invest in a new mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/Philion to take advantage of their President's Day sale exclusive partner offer and get 27% off site-wide. Or just click on the link down below. And thank you to Helix for sponsoring this video.
Just using a fruit-based protein or a vanilla protein if you're going to make a shake out of it, something that doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. But I am a savage, so today I'll be using this. Whey protein, Gatorade, got my element salt for hydration. I make it all in this one giant container and really fill it up pretty damn close to the brim. So this is multiple liters of water, 45 grams of protein.
Yeah, if you salt your food properly, the average person, and even the person that works out, is not really going to see a huge difference.
30 grams of carbs from the Gatorade, pretty close to 0 fats, and a whole element packet. What that does for me is it gives me a drink that mutes muscle wasting, mutes catabolism because of the protein and carb presence during a workout. As you guys know, workouts are a little bit catabolic during the time that they happen. The anabolism or muscle growth scoots up afterwards. This shake gives me energy because of the carbohydrates. It primes.
Yeah, rest in peace to your taste buds. This is brutal.
Anabolism with the decent amount of protein that I have put into my gut during the time that I drink it. It also provides me with fantastic hydration. I, in fact, put so much fluid into the shake and have such a good, well-calculated dose of electrolytes that I usually finish about half or 2/3 during the workout. As soon as that's done, take the last swig on my ride home, come back, and then have my first actual post-workout meal. So this is a really good shake combo I like to use, and I think it works.
Yeah, it's well calculated, but it's retarded.
Decently well. I've done a ton of stuff over the years with shakes. A little too concentrated, a little too watery, XYZ ingredients missing, XYZ too many ingredients. I've been on this for a while, and I really, really like it. Of course, with the RP Diet Coach app, it's just a swipe away from checking it in. I'm on to the next. All right. Got my coat, got my stuff, got my shake. Time to go train.
When I was my strongest, I don't know if you guys have ever run into this problem, but I stopped sweating. I don't know if it was just because I was so efficient, but I would not sweat. Maybe I just think lifting weights is not that hard. I don't know.
All right, back from the gym, good workout in. Time to make the post-workout meal.
Or maybe I was just chronically dehydrated.
I am maintaining / slow gaining after getting down to about 6% body fat in this diet.
Hell yeah, CBR, chicken broccoli rice. Real ones know. And some pumpernickel bread.
And so I'm eating more or less almost the same thing I did on the diet, except buffered in with extra carbs. Mega Fit meal, I have chicken breast, veggies, and rice. Cup of water, I'll usually refill that a bunch or have it out of a bigger shaker. And then precisely 5 slices of dark rye bread, bringing the overall macros on this meal to 70 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and 100.
It's just a weird move. Just adding 5 slices of bread. Just eat a fucking sandwich at that point.
50 grams of carbohydrate. Big post-work.
Listen, as a man, I can't be subscribing to a meal service in these cute little neat containers. Andrew Tate unironically puts it the best.
I'm sorry you dorks need injections and meal plans and powders and to give up donuts. I don't. I don't have to do that. I am your superior. Pow! You don't know about me. You don't know about me. Now, I do train. I'm not gonna lie. I do train every morning.
We do.
Every morning I train. But I train at home. I'm certainly not going to some gym and giving up my life. I'm certainly not one of them gym bros who only trains and does nothing else. I'm certainly not, you know what I'm not doing? Cutting up broccoli and putting it in little boxes. If I make enough little boxes, maybe I'll get some biceps.
There are literally gay porn movies less gay than meal prep YouTube videos.
Gay.
Super gay.
Gay. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm a fat man.
Cup meal for them big gains. And it tastes like
Super gay.
anything better than anything I would make. So it's good enough for me. MegaFit, no affiliation with RP, but check them out. I've been using them for months. They are amazing.
Maybe if I put them into little boxes, I'll have biceps.
All right, guys. Done with eating. It's like noonish or so. Trained, ate. Now it's time for me to do work. I usually do some kind of intellectual sit-down computer work. Most of my work looks like that, unless I'm doing exactly this. So I'll do 3-4 hours of work, and I'll have a meal at the end of that stretch, and then probably go back to work. So let's get in there and do some work, and then see you guys for the next meal. All right, so for this meal, I am having a nice solid swig of decaf coffee.
Dude, don't fucking tell me he's about to make this with hot sink water.
Because it's too late to be taking caffeine anyway, and I also typically just don't take in caffeine, but decaf coffee tastes amazing and actually has health benefits. I'm having decaf coffee with le chocolat, as the French say, which for me means pure protein, chocolate-flavored protein bars. Precisely 4 of them for 80 grams of protein.
What? He's about to eat 4 protein bars? Who does this? That box lasts him 3 days. Because he eats 4 in one sitting. Where's the real food? He hasn't even had micronutrients yet.
20 grams of fat.
Why not protein coffee? You might as well, fuck it. If every food you're going to eat is going to be protein enriched slop, yeah, just throw some fucking protein powder in your coffee. You know what? He probably will.
60 grams of carbs, but I'm adding bread to that equation because I'm currently bulking a little bit. So that adds 5
Okay,
grams.
more bread. 4 protein bars, 5 slices of bread, and sink water coffee.
To the fat, bringing it to 25 fats. And add...
Like, you guys don't understand the level of fucking laziness. Just boil the water. It's already fucking lazy to have instant coffee, except when you are an enlightened coffee drinker like myself. Instant coffee is a tool and it does have its place. It can hit, but this is diabolical.
The 90 grams of carbohydrate from the bread. So the critical part of this meal, as you can see, is like a savage. I make my coffee, I know decaf's not coffee, by taking the hot water setting out of the faucet and just zapping in water. I get so much crap for this practice, fresh, for all the coffee people. I just don't understand why. It's hot water. Sure, it's not
This guy's taking the piss? No, he's not. He's not taking the piss.
actually hot, and it's really kind of lukewarm, and I have low expectations for myself and everything around me. But why does that matter? Coffee's coffee. Am I right, people? Still make an amazing...
Dude, my Italian blood is fucking boiling. Vafangul.
Amazing midday snack.
Not only is it tap water, I don't even know what state he's in, which could mean that it's even worse.
Decaf. It's decaf, so it really doesn't matter.
Some nice topsoil. With the Splenda zero sugar. Holy fuck. Why won't he just eat sugar? Why do people hate sugar so much? He's on metformin for blood glucose for some reason. Did I miss a patch update or something? The fucking human body runs on glucose. A tablespoon of sugar is not going to kill you when you're eating a whole loaf of bread per day.
Taste. The only reason, by the way, guys, nutritionally I do this is liquids and it tastes great. That's it. There's no magic. Splenda.
You know what tastes even better? Sugar.
Pure protein. Love them. These bars.
All these protein bars don't use real sugar either. They always use some sort of erythritol or sugar alcohol. That's why they're so low in carbs.
Those are amazing. And that's going to be my snack. So I'm going to chow this down.
It's just like this waxy, undigestible bullshit.
Super fast and get back to work. Spent another few hours working. Work is done for a little while. Cardio time. I typically do lots of steps during my workout. Between sets, I walk around the gym and do steps. I do steps going shopping, into and out of the car, the whole thing. And so I typically have about 4,000 steps a day out of my 10,000 daily step goal that I need to crank out one way or the other. A lot of times I walk around actually in the hallways, my apartment building. A lot of times I walk outside, though, right?
Just walking down the hallway, just doing laps. Imagine you hear like footsteps outside your door, your apartment, and you're just like, who's pacing? And he's just going back and forth for 3 hours.
Now it's winter in Michigan, so there is no outside functional.
Michigan. Isn't the water in Michigan trash?
And sometimes I go on the treadmill, kick it into about 3 miles an hour on steps, and kick out the 4,000 steps. I'll listen to my headphones sometimes. I'll scroll on the phone, do whatever, get the cardio done, and then after that, I come back.
Not all cardio is equal. Not all steps are equal either. Ideally, you want to be outside, nature maxing, taking a nice forest bath, not the treadmill. Like in a pinch, yeah, sure, whatever.
And it's going to be my second to last meal of the evening.
It just seems like a very small way to live. Everything is compartmentalized, almost autistically measured. It's not inspiring to the soul. These are the things that I think about. In many ways, it's just another prison. Is this an old vid? No, it's brand new. This video dropped today. This is the most recent Mike Israetel Day in the Life of Eating 6% body fat patch update.
All right, folks, it is getting to be close to about 7 p.m., which means it is time for me to eat my second to last.
Didn't he say he was bulking? He looks like he could eat a few less slices of bread and take a few more laps in the hallway. So, although he's claiming 6% body fat, you're calling him fat. That's essentially what you're doing. And that's because there comes a point where you become muscularly obese. Mass is mass. Proportion, ratios, total mass. These are all things that play a part in how you look. The problem is he can't lose any more fat. He will literally wither away, which is why this is so dangerous and not healthy. And it's uncanny to the eye. It doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right.
Meal of the day. This meal is going to be another MegaFit meal, this time with some ground meat.
I still can't get over the fact that you're paying a meal service for ground meat and steamed vegetables. You still have to heat this up, so it requires some work. Unless you're literally just ogre maxing and you eat this cold. There's not even like rice. There's not even like a noodle. There's no carbs. You gotta whip out the bread again. Fucking dirt and grass. This is plant fertilizer. You can get this at Home Depot in the outdoor section.
Some veggies in my extra special edition of fat-free cheese.
Fat-free cheese. I don't get it. I don't get it. These bodybuilders are sick in the head. They're scared of fat. They're scared of sugar. These are the pillars of nutrition. Fat is good for hormonal regulation. It's sustenance. It keeps you going. It's calorically dense. Fat-free cheese is not supposed to exist. Cheese is fat.
Right, it makes everything better. Add in some whole grain bread, and we get a meal that is fitting the match.
Another, how many slices is that? Goes to, dude, Pumpernickel hates to see Dr. Mike coming down the aisle. Holy shit.
Macros flawlessly. 75.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to worry about your hormonal profile when you just inject the hormones.
5 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, and about 100 grams.
7 slices of bread. Listen, I love bread. I just don't go through a loaf in a day. I like a nice crusty sourdough, maybe a semolina, dip it in some olive oil, garlic bread. Sure, it's got its place. It's got its place. Rip a nice brioche, you know what I'm talking about? Even a challah. This is insane.
Of carbohydrate for this meal is definitely going to be my last higher calorie meal of the day, as the last meal is really just a high protein, low carb, low fat snack. All right, I'm gonna make this meal, sit down.
High protein, low fat, low carb. He's just protein maxing for no reason. You don't need this much protein. They're on to me.
Eat it, and think about where I screwed up in my life to be like this, hopeless and alone and eating containerized meals.
In a weird way, it's orthorexia. I don't know if you guys know this new term. It's been around for a couple years now. A term that describes an obsession with eating healthy food. It comes from Greek word ortho, meaning correct, and orexis, meaning appetite. Person with orthorexia is fixated with the quality rather than quantity of their food to an excessive degree. So it can manifest, you know, with everything has to be grass-fed, grass-finished, no microplastics, whatever, like free range. Yeah, sure, that's one way, that's one version of orthorexia. But the version of orthorexia that, because you, like, at a certain point, you're just not enjoying anything, ever. Like, there's just no joy. And you're actually nerfing yourself, right? If you look at top athletes, they're not eating the cleanest, ever. Why? Because it's impossible to eat. It's not even optimal to eat the most dialed foods day in, day out. You need calories. You need sugar. You need fat. You need protein. You need it all. But on that point, the orthorexia that we're talking about is that it's this obsession with protein. That's why every food is protein powered, fucking enriched. Oh, does this have protein in it? If you go to Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, any place that sells ready-to-eat food or drink, they have protein versions now, because TikTok and this new Gen Z, it's like this fucking pandemic where everyone thinks that protein is going to fix their problems. They're still small, they're still weak, and they still eat like shit, and it ruins the food. Eat high-quality meat and dairy and keep it moving. Get your protein from actual protein sources, not these concoctions that are made in labs designed to be like candy bars for adults.
No, wait. I love this lifestyle. Right? All right, guys.
It started with protein pancakes and sugar-free maple syrup. Like, what is that? What is that, dude?
I'm going to be finishing this.
You're just an adult baby. You're a clown. You're a jester. Congratulations. You now work in a circus.
Meal, off to do a little bit more work in the office, take some calls, walk around a bit, finish my steps. And then I will see you guys for my evening wind down routine and my last meal of the day. Last meal of the day for me begins when my chill time begins. Usually I take about an hour in the evening on most days to watch, honestly, my favorite reruns of Justice League and Batman on Amazon Prime. And
yeah, and the culmination, my number one op here at Third Eye Global when it comes to food, is the David protein bar. They did lab tests on this shit, and their claims came up short. And the main issue here, I don't know if you guys know about this. It's not even a conspiracy theory. It's a confirmed fact. David protein bar, you've seen it in every single bodega, supermarket, store ever, okay, because their branding is out of control. They named it David because it's like when Michelangelo was carving the David, it was perfection, right? So this guy, who was the founder of RX bars, goes into the protein sphere with the David bar, and he thinks it's perfection. Now, he uses an ingredient called EPG, which is esterified propoxylated glycerol, which is modified plant-based fat that is literally indigestible. Your body does not digest it. That's how they're able to get the protein so high and the calories so low? And the owner bought the company, Epog, which is the only company in the country that makes this Epog, the manufacturer of Epog. And then the founder of David cut off the supply for other companies to use Epog, meaning David has a monopoly on this one chemical compound that they use in their protein bars, just to sell you $6 protein bar slop, modified plant fat. Have fun shitting that out.
My favorite YouTube stuff, which usually includes military technology.
But it tastes good. Oh, Philion, it tastes good.
And AI strategy.
I can't wait. We're going to mog real soon. And
other things that people don't want to watch with me, and so
I'd rather fucking chug Elmer's glue at this point.
I have no friends. But I do have a new friend who doesn't know that I'm friends with them. It is the Twin Peaks ingredients.
Quite literally, a Snickers bar is more anabolic. You'll get the glucose spike in your blood sugar, and then insulin takes over, and yeah, you're getting the sugar, and you're just gonna build muscle. That's a fact. You're actually smart.
Company that makes this unbelievable product. Protein puffs that are nacho cheese flavored.
Didn't know that about RX? No, it's the founder of RX. It's his side project, David. RX bars, I don't think, use Epog.
And you guys, they taste good. But wait, every serving, which is plenty of puffs, gives you 4 grams of fat. Okay. 2 grams of carbs. Whoa, not bad. 21 grams of protein. We have at RP or through my own private channels,
protein puffs, cheese puffs.
Absolutely zero affiliation. Take zero money from Twin Peaks. You guys, that's most of the food I eat. It's just shit I buy.
Yeah, I bet he puts milk in this. This is his cereal.
Great. I need 3 servings to get me roughly 65 grams of protein.
Dude, you just can't tell me that this is 65 grams of quality protein. Nacho cheese protein puffs.
So I take these protein puffs and
fucking Cheeto sawdust, dude.
You'll never guess how I eat them. Come over to the couch where I will watch television and explain to you exactly how strange my life really is. So here's how messed up I am. I have a spoon in here and I eat these like a cereal.
With 2 Diet Pepsis?
Except there's no milk in there because they're cheesy puffs. So that might not be that bad. Never tried it. How are they so cheesy? I'm not smart enough or educated enough to figure that out. But what I do know...
He's trolling? No, this is the thing. He's not. This is real.
As I can track all of this with the RP Diet Coach app, watch my favorite TV shows, and kind of my body gets in shape for me, other than the steps and the lifting and the organization and all that stuff. But it makes it way, way easier. All right, guys, I'm about to hit the shower, pack up, and go to
quality information. I can't wait to download the nutrition app when the founder or whoever's affiliated with it eats like this. I can't even think of insults or criticisms of this diet because it's self-explanatory. If you watch this video, you're probably viscerally disgusted. This is doing my job for me. There's nothing I can say that can convince you how bad this is. Like you just know.
Bed. Let's do a quick day in review. 5 total meals in my RP Diet Coach app, all logged in for a sum total today. And on most days at this current phase, 3,685 total calories.
Dude, 335 grams of protein. What the actual fuck?
335 grams of protein, 65 grams of fat.
80 of those grams came from protein bars, and 65 of those grams came from cheese puffs. Think about that for a second.
And 440 grams of carbohydrates. The calories get me right into a very slow gain mode. My maintenance is around 3,500. So at just over 3,600, I'm getting very, very slow gains, fatigue reduction, because I'm planning on doing another major...
This has to make you feel so terribly bloated. Well, that's what the Blood Eagle surgery is for. You could actually just carve that off your body.
major cutting phase. Oh, gee whiz, as of the filming of this video here in about 8 weeks. Very slow massing, nothing crazy, no 4,000 or 5,000 calorie days. For
Like, I'm scared, like, genuinely. Like, if you were to ask me what I think of this, like, it's not good. I don't think it's funny. Like, I think it's sad and dark, and, like, this is a problem. And I hope you guys see that too. Like, this is genuinely an issue.
Most part. For protein, I'm eating about 1.5 grams per pound of body weight because I'm absolutely on special sport supplements and experimenting with this much higher amount of protein idea I got from Menno Henselman's my very good friend, an amazing person to check out on YouTube and social media. And that amount of protein is unlikely to help most people, but if you're enhanced, right now I'm gaining lots of muscle, could be a really good idea. For the fats, 65 grams of fat is at the low end, but remember, I don't need a ton of fats for hormonal production because my hormonal production probably occurs in a laboratory somewhere where they make exogenous testosterone for injection. And
like, what is sad? He's justifying why his diet is so shit. And his explanation is, well, I can get away with it because I'm blasting roids.
Enough fat to satiate me and keep everything running, but not so much. And then 440 grams of carbs is a...
So dude eats trash, works out like a girl, and has to have plastic surgery, and has the nerve to sell his app. What a crock of shit. Yeah, you get it. You see the vision.
Decent hit to the face of carbohydrates, keeps my glycogen levels full and refilled, keeps my insulin-mediated anti-catabolism and myeloanabolism.
Protein toothpaste is something he probably has. Dude, that's a great idea. I can't wait to sell that and make millions of dollars.
Some really good, gives me tons of training energy. All around, I am loving this diet. Keep track of it all on my RP Diet Coach app. And
bro can't even jump a nipper. That's the biggest problem here. Mike despises the Liver King, but essentially does the exact same thing. I'm not kidding. I would prefer to eat like the Liver King. At least it's nose to tail. You get organ meats. Your micronutrients are dialed. You're satiated. A lot of protein. I mean, that's actually better.
Shit is good, homies. So I'm going to go and shower and go to bed. If you guys want the video of me showering... and
at least he's self-aware. It doesn't make it better. Because with self-awareness, you know, there would be some level of, not guilt, but awareness that it's not ideal. I don't change, effort, something.
Then going to bed with other men in a production studio in an 8-cam live stream setup. I'll see you on my other site that we also have. Give it a Google, but not at work. See you next time.
I feel like I now need to go eat real food to erase this entire video in my mind. I have nothing to say. I feel atrocious.